This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. You're tuning into the TCSF podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from No Water Weekend podcast and JC Dynasty Fantasy Football. We're going to talk some Bears, Cubs, White Sox, all that stuff. And this is episode 266. Oh, no, we suck again. And I wanted to use the, oh, no, we suck again. Remember that we are 606 Media, your ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com and snag your official TCSF podcast t-shirt or check out the exclusive For the Love of Sports merchandise line. Show off your Chicago pride. We also have merch for No Water Weekend. He's wearing one right now.
I am. You could get online right now.
Yeah, and get one of those.
Little less sense of $5.99. I'm not just kidding. Check out the website. You'll be able to see them. So
yeah, there we go. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, remember to
smash and subscribe.
That's right. If you're looking for us, it's True Chicago Sports Fans on all our platforms. TCSF Pod for the Twitter. That's where you can find us. Again, you can support the show with the monthly subscription at Anchor/True Chicago Sports Fans, and as little as 99 cents a month, you can be a supporter. Every little bit helps the conversation going. And again, we also have a couple shows. We got No Water on the Weekend with Steven and Sean, and you got myself and Podsicated with Big Z. We got those two shows. Do you guys do one on Friday?
We did do one on Friday. It was great. Caught up with the whole, working on weekends thing because I was not there on Sunday with you guys yesterday, which was upsetting. But it feels good to be here in studio because I think last week was it was off because we were together.
We recorded on Monday night, yeah. So
so we recorded. So we did our job, right? But so we did a show. It was great. Some funny stuff. What's today? Today is the 15th. So today was National Cheeseburger Day. So if you didn't get a cheeseburger, you still have some time to go get one. So that was trivia and pretty much other stuff, Alien Earth and conversation about that.
Alien Earth. The show.
Yeah, Alien Earth. Yeah.
I think I'm caught up. Well, let's strap in and get ready for an unforgettable ride through the best of Chicago City sports. And we say that in tongue in cheek there. So let's talk about our Bears. And again, we have two more episodes at Output Chicago 1758 West Grand Avenue. We're in the big room in the back. You'll see all of our stuff. We'll have extra merch there, old school merch, new merch. We got hats, we got shot glasses, we got rocks glasses, we got pint glasses. We have those dusters for your glasses. What else do we have there?
Anything you could think of. So I want to just say that. But I do want to say last week, Monday, because we didn't get a chance to say it, or maybe you did. A lot of fun. The people there at Output are awesome.
It was rocking.
Service was amazing. And you pretty much know the wiring in that place like the back of your hand. So you know how to take care of business. But it was a great time. The food was great. Thank you, JC, for giving me the last two wings. They were so I appreciate that one. And I won $100. So it was a great time.
Yes, Steve B won some money.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our Chicago Bears. Very disappointing outing. It looks like if it's a tradition, if you're a new coach and you go to Detroit, you're going to get your ass kicked. You're literally going to get your ass kicked. They've lost 12 out of 13 games so far. If you go backwards, the only game they won was that pathetic Green Bay game where they pulled their starters. So it's disappointing. We had high aspirations for this Bears team. We waited so long. I mean, how many guys that were telling us, I'm excited for football season? I'm like, guys, relax. It's June. I'm excited for football season. Then it's August. And like, yeah, I'm going to training camp. I'm excited. Still excited? Y'all still excited? Please tell me y'all still excited, right? 0-2. A collapse and an ass whooping. Were there some good things? Yes. Not enough. Not enough. Your good things was Caleb looked a lot better. He didn't have happy feet again, but he looked better. 19 for 30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a dumb interception. Instead of throwing it out of bounds, he just tried to force it. You had Swift, who was able to actually get some traction and some runs in. 12 for 63, 5.2 average, 1 touchdown. Manungai, there was a small siding of Manungai. 7 for 28, 4 yards average. Caleb ran for 5 for 27. Ozzy 1 for 9. Adunze had 7 catches. A lot of them were in the first half. 7 for 128, 2 touchdowns. Great. Again, those are the good things.
I do want to say Loveland was nowhere to be seen. And that's
never heard of her.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're spending a draft pick, and that's your first round draft pick, and you didn't see him at all.
And yeah, and they also sat like a bunch of the linemen that are better than the guys that were playing. I was like, what is going on? What are you doing?
Yeah. So I noticed that right away. I did catch the end of the second quarter, like a 25%, like the last part of it, halftime, and the most of the third. And then as soon as they were racking up points, I went back outside and was doing work.
And what is the NFL doing right before half? He caught the ball. His knee is down on the floor. 1 knee equals 2 feet. He was in bounds. My watch said, hey, it's halftime. I go, cool. We're high-fiving. Hey, we're still in this. What? Half of the Bears were already in the locker room. No. Come back in. Come back in. He was out. I'm sorry, what? No, he was not. And then there's easy touchdown. The defense that Dennis Allen has and the players that he has is not going to work. The guys are not as capable to be doing a man defense. As you've seen, 52 points. They got 50 burgered. Those guys cannot rush the quarterback. They cannot hang with the running back or the wide receiver that is splitting out. I know JC was talking about Tremaine Evans. Cannot keep up with those guys.
No, I was actually talking about Penei Sewell cannot keep up.
Oh, Sewell. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tremaine.
Yeah. You got Hippolyte, who you drafted this year because he was quote unquote one of the fastest guys in the linebacker class in speed in 40. And Penei Sewell ran like a 4.9, when he was drafted, which is not very good because most of your NFL tight ends, if they're running 4.7, 4.6, I mean, that's most of your tight ends in the league. If they're not running 4.6 or, somewhere in there, like it's not very good. So it's one of those where Penei Sewell is much slower than these tight ends. Not only that, I don't think he has the hips, the coverage ability, but they're playing him. And the problem is we saw Aaron Jones, just absolutely freaking burn him for a 40-yard touchdown in the Vikings game. And, we are having a lot of problems on the defense right now. And a lot of it is cornerbacks. A lot of it is miscommunications between the safeties and the cornerbacks. It's all over the place.
They're not fully staffed. Also, they're not fully staffed, right? This is probably one of the games we had a couple players that come back, and then there's a Jalen Johnson again went out with the injury, and there's speculation that he's done for the year.
I will say this:
I haven't heard that yet, but I know it's it's undetermined. When he'll be able to come back, and I kind of want to get into some talk about, polls and things of that nature, but
please do.
Well, all right, let's run into it. All right. Here we are. How many years into polls service, and we are still drafting luxury picks. Torrey Taylor, luxury pick in the 4th, right? Here we are. I'm looking up the 2024 NFL draft. And you get to Torrey Taylor in the 4th round. We took Torrey Taylor, correct?
Yep, you could have got the guy from Tampa Bay, right?
We could have got Bucky Irving.
Yep, Bucky Irving.
We could have had Will Shipley, who granted is hurt now. We could have had Ray Davis, Isaac Garendo. All of these running backs were taken after a freaking punter in the 4th round, who is seeming to punt from the 10-yard line and the 15-yard line consistently because the Bears can't move the freaking football. And here we are. I'm watching this dude average a 51-yard punt because I was told, oh, he's from Australia. He's got a leg. He can kick 65 yards, 60 yards. No problem. Right? The dude's averaging 51 yards. And then here we are watching their returners return it from the 40-yard line on the opposing side of the field back to half field. So even after you sat there and told me we're taking Torrey Taylor because he's a game changer and he can flip the field by even if we can't get downfield, he'll punt it so far that it'll make up for the fact that our offense sucks. Correct?
That's it.
Well, guess what? He ain't freaking doing it either. All right. Now, let's go back and talk about this year's draft. In 2025, we drafted Colston Loveland. We drafted Shamar Turner, Ozzie Tripolo, and Luther Burden. No one is contributing on the field. What are we doing?
They had to put Burden in the return game. He had 4 returns for 118.
I don't want to hear he's in the return game. That's bullshit. That's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
If you are drafting 4 guys in the first 2 rounds and they are not contributing on your football team, you fucking suck. I'm sorry.
And you got language. You're good.
I'm sorry. For language, ladies and gentlemen. However, we could have drafted so many other players that were needs, positions of need. All right. We went out. We thought we solved the O-line problem with Dahlman and Jonah Jackson. We watched Jonah Jackson become the turnstile that we know the Bears offensive line to be against the Vikings. All right. Now, I understand that we are supposedly getting graded pretty well for offensive line right now in the way of protections and everything else. And it's better than last year.
Yep.
Well, guess what? It's still not good enough when your running backs are last in the NFL in rushing.
It's bad. It is so bad.
What are the Bears known for? Defense and running the ball. And here we are. We cannot do either. We signed a guy in Deo. Now, granted, Deo looked pretty good against the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple, honest rushes. He had a couple swiping of J.J. McCarthy's arm, knocking the ball loose, things of that nature, which were called, forward passes. Again, Deo looked okay against the Vikings. Where is Sweat, who we are paying a ton of money to?
I thought he got a sack on Sunday, or am I thinking of Monday?
He did get a sack, but there was a penalty.
Oh, okay. So then it didn't count.
He's on both sides and offside.
But it's one of those where, when we had Khalil Mack, Khalil Mack was in on almost every play. Granted, Gervon Dexter is about the only pick that Poles has made that has panned out. Darnell Wright, maybe. Darnell Wright is playing pretty good, but it's one of those where it as the whole offensive line is not working as a cohesive unit.
Can I ask you this question here? Out of all the picks, I think it's 32 picks that Ryan Poles has picked. None of them have gone to the Pro Bowl, correct?
I was about to say that. Not one.
Not one, right?
And we don't have any blue chippers.
I like blue chews.
If you listen, we can definitely use the sponsorships. They don't have any blue chippers. What I mean by that, the defense has to game plan against this guy, that guy, this guy. No one is scared of us. He has not drafted and produced any person to go to the Pro Bowl. Not one. We gave away we traded away blue chippers. Then you signed a wide receiver that you had to flip and get less compensation for. You're not doing your job and you got an extension? How does that work? How does that work, Chicago?
That's modern America, because
That's Chicago.
that's Chicago too. Yeah,
Bulls are the same exact thing.
yeah.
Competence.
No, what it is we win the offseason every year based upon people who are analysts and everything else, right? You know, oh, we got Thuney, we got Dahlman, but they're not playing. And again, it's week 2. Things can improve. However, like I said, I watched some of the film from the Vikings. I shared it with you guys in the group chat.
Oh, it was bad.
Where it was god awful film to watch. Where, I mean, it looked like the play last year where 5 of our guys were laying on the ground. I mean, it is just god awful. And the fact of the matter is, you sign these guys to 3 years, 13 million or 14 million, whatever the hell it is. So you put a ton of money into this offensive line. Now, granted, Caleb has had better pockets this year than he did last year.
You would hope so with an offensive guru, right?
But then you turn around and Caleb cannot pull the trigger. He is not processing fast enough. He is not making decisions fast enough. He is playing backstreet, backyard football, and it is not good enough. Ben Johnson's offense needs a quarterback that can play in rhythm and timing, and that is not Caleb right now.
Right now, it's not. It's definitely
what did I say last year before the draft? Before we drafted Caleb, what did I say? I said, I hope to God for the fan base's, sake of sanity, that Ryan Poles was doing his due diligence and interviewing Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May, that he was doing his due diligence with these guys. And I don't think he did.
Nope. He got
the blinders on with Caleb, and here we are once again. Jaden Daniels is the guy. Drake May, he's winning football games.
Bo
Nix looked like a stud last year. Kind of.
He did really well against the Colts, but it came down to a field goal. But still, I hear what you're saying, JC. I agree with you.
But this is an issue. And now we are stuck with this man who somehow wins the popular vote every offseason. It's going to be one of those where it'll be when we lose every preseason game and we don't win the off season, that maybe we got some players that can actually play. Maybe we actually drafted pretty well, because right now I don't know what we're doing. Like I said, the fact that Luther Burden is not on the field, the fact that Colson Loveland has one catch or whatever it is in the matter of 2 games, he's not being utilized.
No, he's not.
What? And then you watch Caleb make a throw where DJ Moore gets absolutely freaking drilled. I mean, take me and put me in the ambulance and deliver me to the hospital because I probably have 3 broken ribs. I mean, this is not good football right now.
Mm-mm. It is definitely not. And next week it's not getting any easier.
No, it's against Dallas.
It's the Cowboys. And we're gonna be at Output, so come join us. Dallas versus Chicago. Lots of Dallas fans. They're gonna be obnoxious. And if we get 50 burgered again, because I remember, what was it, 20? I don't know what year it was. But I remember we got 50 burgered back-to-back weeks. Didn't we, JC?
I wouldn't put it past it. I can't remember.
Like 2017, 2018, maybe even. It was one of those years. We got 50 burger twice. Dallas has a high-powered offense, right? They put 40 points up. Then they struggle against the Eagles. Everybody does. They had 20 points there. But they are able to put up big numbers. You got Dak Prescott, big arm. You know, he's got receivers.
Yeah, he's been there. He knows what to do. He knows who he's playing with on his team.
He's
Yeah.
got C.D. Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and George Pickens as his receivers. Expect all three of those guys to have at least 100 yards on us.
Now, let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
Is the New York Giants better than us?
They put 37 points up. What did we put?
20, what? I don't even know. 21. So that's what I'm saying. We play the Giants eventually this year. So how
They might beat us
Yeah.
now.
right now, that's what it looks like. It looks like we're not going to win a game.
Exactly. We might go 0-16.
And that's what it looks like. That's what it feels like in my eyes. Now,
I mean, I don't want to say we'll be that bad, but I mean, right now we need corner help.
Yeah.
We need
So-
to get some corners into this team. You know, right
Where-
now, if they don't have 4 guys on the practice field right now trying out for this team, I don't know what we're doing.
Didn't we just sign a kicker to the practice
yeah.
squad?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you have to put pressure on
Do you know
Santos.
who the kicker is? Do you know who the kicker is?
No.
Jake Moody from San Francisco, who has missed 15 of his last 30 kicks.
Didn't
That's
our
the guy you bring in?
hey,
Yeah, I agree. And
hey, Poles has a great eye for talent, remember?
Meanwhile, I forget what team it was this weekend. They literally were doing the after show, and like Leonard Floyd, it was the defensive end, looks over and goes, "Who are you?" Because it was some new kicker named Romo that they were celebrating as like the player of the game in the after show, because the guy kicked like 4 field goals after being picked up off the freaking street 2 days earlier.
that was on the Colts, right?
I don't know who Leonard Floyd plays for. I'd have to look it up right quick. I just
'Cause
remember Leonard Floyd was one of the guys.
Oh, because I knew some guy got picked off from the Colts, and he was, coaching his sons. I believe it was for the Colts.
Oh wait, and
Anyway,
Leonard
but
Floyd
anyway.
used to be a pass rusher for the Bears, who's actually been playing pretty decent. It was the Atlanta Falcons. Leonard Floyd, who is former Bear, and did pretty well for the Rams after leaving the Bears, and now is in Atlanta. Yeah, it was a new kicker named Parker Romo, and Leonard Floyd met him in the post-game interview after the dude crushed it in the game. And Leonard Floyd basically looked over and was like, "I don't even recognize you. Who are you?"
I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? We're gonna get one of those kickers that's missed everything, a double doinker per se. That's who you want to put in your practice.
He got cut, and basically, I read something where Kyle Shanahan said, like, we had to cut him because he lost all confidence. Like, if you can't trust a guy to go out there and kick because he doesn't have confidence in himself to even make the kick, how do you keep that guy on the team? There are no backup kickers on the team. Like, you have one kicker on a team, and that's the guy we're bringing in to go against Cairo Santos, who cannot kick a 51 to 53 yard field goal, who cannot kick it out of the back of the end zone, who cannot. I've been on this kicker situation since last year. You guys know this. Like, I have been.
Well, yeah,
drilling
because he
Cairo
missed
Santos and the
games.
lack of leg. How many guys in the NFL now are kicking 60-yard field goals?
Like nothing. With
Yeah.
room to spare.
Aubrey, Reichard, who was on the Vikings, did it to us, hit a 59-yarder. And here we are, 48 yards, 50 yards, with a slight breeze, and we don't trust our kicker to do it. We're going on 4th and 1s and everything else. We could have won that Vikings game.
Oh, so
We
easily.
could have at least gone to overtime had Cairo Santos not missed a field goal. And I have people telling me, well, you don't understand. He's the most accurate kicker that the Bears have ever had but inside of the 50. I go, I don't give a shit. I will miss 5 field goals between the 30 and the 40 throughout the season if at the end of the game, when it comes down to it, and we are 3 points down, and I need this guy to kick a 57-yard field goal, I can trust him or at least hope to God he has the leg to do it.
That's not the case.
I mean,
There's
how many other teams are we watching? They literally crossed the 50-yard
A lot of teams do that.
yard lines, and
Pretty
they
much,
are kicking field goals now.
yeah, pretty much everyone in the league has a kicker like that. I would assume the Saints probably have one too.
Well, of course the Saints do, but none of us do.
No, absolutely not.
We have
Last year, we talked about the offense couldn't get it together because Caleb didn't have an offensive line, but the defense was solid. Now, I don't think I wouldn't say we have a great offense, but we have something. But Chicago is either one or the other. You can never have both at the same time.
we gotta understand. They're playing man. Last year we were playing cover 2 zone. That's a big difference. It's a
huge difference. And again, we have Jalen Johnson down. However, let me pull it up because I have the stats from, I forget if it was PFF or where. Let me pull it up right quick.
Yeah, I mean, for me, watching half of the game, I thought Caleb was doing all right, but I mean, still missing throws. And I think missing throws.
Tyreek Stevenson is allowing a 158.3 passer rating to passes his direction. A 158.3. Dude, you might as well not even be on the field.
He's bad.
Again, Tyreek Stevenson, he lost his confidence after that Hail Mary situation last year and he got benched. I don't know what happened to him since then because he was actually pretty good. And then after that Hail Mary situation and getting benched, he is not the same player. He's not.
No, he's definitely not.
And then the fact that Wright went down in the first game against the Vikings, I don't know if Wright started this game or if he was available because, again, I know he went down against the Vikings. But to lose Jalen Johnson as well, we are in a world of hurt. And the bottom line is we are drafting players. We had DJ Moore. We had Roma Dunze. Why did we need Luther Burden?
We didn't.
When you're telling me there are other players on the board at positions of need, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Luther Burden may not be the next Antonio Brown where he is a stud for the next 10 years. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the fact that he has not had more than 5 catches so far in 2 games. The fact that you wasted a high second-round pick on him. The fact that Colston Loveland does not have 5 receptions in 2 games, and you wasted the 110. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, it's not. You're not even using him in anything, and he's the first-round pick. Yeah, JC, I agree with you on everything here. I don't know where to go from here. I mean, with Dallas too.
These guys have the talent, and I understand they're rookies, and they're going to have to earn their time on the field and everything else. But what I said after we drafted Colston Loveland was, what are we doing? We have a top 7 tight end in Cole Kmet. He's not your Kelsey. He's not your, some of these top guys like, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on some of the guys' names right now who are in the top 3 or top 5. Obviously Mark Andrews has fallen off. Kelsey, granted, the past 2 years has not looked the same.
No, or Zach Ertz.
But I mean, your Trey McBrides, there we go. There's one. Your Laportas up in Detroit. I mean, there are some good tight ends. And the fact that we spent the 110 and when all things were Tyler Warren was the best tight end in the class. What's Tyler Warren doing in Indianapolis right now, guys?
No, you tell me.
Game one, he had like 6 or 7 receptions. And I'm not sure what he did this weekend. But he's already tripled, quadrupled, 5 times, 6 times what Colston Loveland has done. And he was drafted after Colston Loveland.
Now, how do you feel with Ben Johnson, the way he's calling plays?
He's calling the plays that they should be able to execute. The problem is they can't execute these plays.
Right.
Like JC, everything is timing, and he's not getting the playoff with urgency, or he's maybe fumbling the verbiage. I don't know. I just feel like there shouldn't be a false start. There shouldn't be 12 penalties a game. All right.
No, what it is to me is, and this is just me from a distance, right? It is the fact that in college, these quarterbacks have windows that are body separation, 3-5 yard windows. In the NFL, those windows become 1-2 yards. You need to fit the ball in a much tighter window. Players are just faster. They're better. Their instincts. You're going from college where it's 2,000 players, right? Now we're down to 50, right? We're talking about college programs across the country. The talent level is spread out. Now you are taking the best 1% of college players, and they are now on NFL teams. And the fact of the matter is, Caleb is a backyard quarterback. He plays out of rhythm. And the problem is that you can see he's making it through his progressions, but in his mind, it's the I don't like that. Next progression. I don't like that. Next progression. I don't like that. And at the bottom line is that some of these progressions, the window is there. He needs to rip the ball. And for whatever reason in his mind right now, it's not there where he's willing to trust himself to rip the football.
Now, I'll say this. When he's good at throwing it to like Rome, or let's say like right at the edge before going out of bounds, if he's throwing it, he rips it right in the sideline. He's good at that. But when it comes to the midfield or anything like that, I haven't seen him do much of that.
He can make these amazing throws.
Right.
But we need him to do the nonchalant, the simple throws over the backer, simple
slants. Yeah.
Simple throws, hit him in the hands again, and a lot of drop passes this week as well. Guys that were hit in the hands, dropping passes. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to spread the ball around. You need to be able to throw your receivers open. JC's saying he's reading his progression. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Right.
No. You have to throw your receivers open. The great quarterbacks do that. What did Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre do to us every time we played them? They throw the receivers open. You've seen good quarterbacks do this. We're not there. We're not there. Will we be there? Who knows? But right now, the defense is decimated. I don't think they're playing the right scheme. I don't think they, if they're changing the scheme to man and it's always going to be man, they don't have the right players for that. On offense, you need to be able to spread the ball around. You have the weapons. You have better pass protection. You're not running the ball more. I know they were blown out, so they're throwing more, but you're not running the ball enough, and it's not effective so that it gives you an opening in your play action play, which is what it runs off of. If you could run the ball, your play action is going to be a lot better. So a lot of issues with the Chicago Bears, and they're going to be going over to the lake and play the Cowboys. And it's a 3:25 game. We will be at Albert probably around 2 or before, a little bit before 2.
All right.
And,
I'll probably be there. It's supposed to rain this weekend. So if it rains, I'm all yours.
Hey, sounds good. Scores predictions. I know that we're predicting they're gonna lose, but what's your score prediction?
Go ahead, JC.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys defense with losing Micah Parsons has been god awful. So I mean, the Bears have the opportunity to score on this football team, but I mean, the way our defense is right now, there's no way we can hold water. So I see it as maybe a 21-31 game, Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to go back down because I know me and you did the the entire season. And I know,
Yes.
I think I came out at, what was it, 10 or 11 wins. I'd like to redo that right now in week 2.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, this is not good. And you look at the roster now, and the age of some of the guys, Thuney's up there in age. I know Dahlman was younger. Jonah Jackson, I really don't remember what his age was. You got Braxton Jones, which he'll be gone after this season. Honestly, the way I see it, if I'm Ryan Poles right now, I'm looking to make some moves.
Is he going to pull the trigger this early? I don't think so.
No.
I would.
Well,
you got Trapillo sitting there on the bench. You know what? At this point, already in 0-2, I'd be moving Braxton Jones. Honest to God, I would. DJ Moore.
Oh,
I'd be. Hey, San Francisco. Who else? Who else is out there that needs a wide receiver?
everybody.
It's just one of those situations where, let's be honest with ourselves, right? We might be a 3 to 5 win team this year if we're lucky. And it's one of those where at this point, looking at the team that we have, we need corner help. We need safety help. We need help all over the field.
Definitely. What would your prediction, Steve, be?
I'm going to say they're going to lose, but I'd say 32-21. I'd give them the 21 points to repeat again, but if not, I'd say 14, but I still taking them to lose.
Yeah, 34-24.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks. I mean, last season we started off feeling great because we won the first win against the Titans, but now it's like being 0-2, especially between two division rivals.
Yeah. You know what? We agree with you. Maybe we do sit and let him get fired first before we make any moves.
Now, can you fire him after a new contract right off the bat?
Why not?
I would.
Contract.
Still gonna have to pay him.
I don't know what Poles' contract is, but
We got a 5-year extension. He had 2 years left.
I'm assuming. Yeah. So 46-23 is. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Him and the coach are on the same timeline as far as they're going to be to get here together.
Well, like I said, I mean, hopefully Ben Johnson will, have some better input on, I mean, let's face facts. I mean, again, we're talking about just watching the running game. Where are the holes? With the money that we sank into the offensive line, where are the holes for Swift to run through?
No, there is no holes. Yeah. He likes to bounce out, and that's not our best blockers on the outside.
Okay. Then let me bring this up. Right, we talked about Tank Bigsby got traded to the Eagles. Ryan Robinson got traded to San Francisco. We have known that Roschon Johnson is injury prone. He has concussion issues. He has foot and ankle issues. We knew in preseason that Roschon Johnson was not going to be ready to go. Did we pull the trigger on getting a running back that is a more power back? Because we know what Swift is. Swift is to bounce it outside, want to take a home run swing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Swift is not a short yardage, pound it running back.
He's your change of pace running back. He is not your lead running back. And that's the problem. That is the problem.
And here we are hoping that the 7th rounder Monangai, who they won't give the ball to, is something. The guy's 5'9". And don't get me wrong, Tariq Cohen was great at like 5'8".
Yeah, but he was a gadget player.
But let's be honest here. All right. Monangai is not going to go out there and get you the short yardage. A 6'3", 225-pound Brian Robinson would have. Nick Chubb, who's playing tonight with multiple knee injuries, who we had, noise in the offseason that we were kicking the tires on Nick Chubb. Let's see what Nick Chubb's doing tonight. You guys talk. I'm gonna look up some.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be better than Roshan Johnson. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be frustrating, Bears fans, and I really think that this game 3 is going to be the pivotal game to either make or break the season. Because after that, you go to the Raiders, and everybody already bought their tickets to go to Vegas, and you're probably going to see a team that's 0-3,
right?
And if they lose in Vegas, 0-4, it is going to upset the Chicago fan base.
And you already bought us the tickets to go to Las Vegas, right? We're going to be there live.
Absolutely refunded.
Oh, I mean, I'll still go. I'll still have a great time. You don't have to send me back, but I'll definitely be happy to go to Vegas. I only need like a day there. Like get there at the Red Eye and then leave after the game. I don't need to spend the night there. I'll come back home.
There we go.
So to get back to it,
there you go.
Nick Chubb, 12 attempts for 43 yards.
He scored right now.
Touchdown, 2 receptions for 29 yards. This is the Nick Chubb that had such a devastating knee injury that people thought he couldn't even play football anymore. What's he doing right now? He's
playing football.
He's out rushing the Bears.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. And on the flip side of the break, we're going to talk Chicago baseball as the season is winding down. Looks like the Cubs got a victory today, and the White Sox are still playing. But we have lots to talk about with baseball with Stevie B and JC. So we'll be right back after a word from my sponsors.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with Big Z. We got Stevie B from No Water Weekend podcast and JC Dynasty Fantasy Football. And it is time to talk about our Chicago sports teams, and specifically the Cubs. The Cubs, who we haven't talked about in 2 weeks now at this point?
About a week.
A week, yeah, like 10 days.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about our Cubs. We didn't get to do it last week. And right now the Cubs sit at 85-64.
5 more, baby. Or seven more. Seven more.
Your number's 93, sir.
Okay.
Your number's 90. So you need 7 more games. Oh, yeah. Is that updated? Is it 85 or 86?
We just won 86 right now. Or 85. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you should be winning. You literally just mathematically eliminated Pittsburgh. I got the notification on my watch. Which is whatever. Which is
crazy. It's interesting how this wild card is matching up. Every week I'm looking at the New York Mets because I don't want them in there at all. But if the Cubs keep winning, Cincinnati might not be in, but the Giants could sneak in, which is exciting because I'd like to see the New York Mets not get in because I do not like the Mets and I don't like the Yankees. It's pretty funny how much their fan base, when I see them on TikTok, they just blow up. So that makes me happy, like when White Sox fans blow up. Anyway, James Tyone, 6 innings pitched tonight, 2 outs, 2 hits, 0 errors for this guy. He's 10-5. This guy's a stud. I said it about 2 weeks ago. I'm nervous about these guys. Matthew Boyd, the innings. It's just, they're not worried about it. They're just, we're going to play it. We're going to go. We're going to rip it. Let the ball go. PCA is back in business.
Oh, really?
He's back in business. He had a great weekend against Tampa Bay. Tonight, he did really well. He went for 2 runs and 2 hits. He had a total of 1 home run, 1 RBI, 0 walks. Yeah, Johnny hates the Cubs. He's a Sox fan. Cool.
Yeah, he's on my team.
That's fine. I hope you like losers. Anyway, I'm excited for this team. I think we're in that limbo spot where we're not necessarily we're behind the Brewers, like 5.5. Right? We're top of the wild card. So we're in that limbo. So I'm at this point, we're going to get the wild card. I think we're going to end up playing San Diego at home.
Yeah.
That still makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, it should. It definitely should.
That definitely makes me a little nervous because they have pitching and they have hitting. And if we don't have pitching and no one's hitting, that's not going to win us a playoff game. And if we get swept, I want to be in the shower with my jersey on and just letting the water just hit me.
That would be a great TikTok.
That would be fantastic. Sean could record it. But other than that, I think this team is playing really well. Pitching is there. You know, we have an injury with the closer.
Ballesteros? No, not Ballesteros. Palencia is hurt?
Yeah, he's injured.
Not good timing.
It's not great good timing, but
that's why they activated Soroka.
Yeah, well, Keller pitched the last out of the inning. He looked good. And Hodge got the 2 outs. Started walking people, started getting people on base. They didn't score. They still got the shutout, but, you know, he had bases loaded at the top, bottom of the 9th. So you can't really do that. A grand slam would have tied the game, and it would have been tragic. Tragic, I say. So Wednesday, I want to go to the game. I want to go in the bleachers. I want to do some interviews. If Big Z over here wants to pay for the ticket, I'll do all the interviews he wants. I'll get to behind the scenes.
Sell your merch first.
I will sell my merch there in the stands. Okay. And
he's gonna wear all 25 shirts on himself so he can take them off.
Exactly. What size do you need? What size do you need? And the smalls are going to be like right up here. Yeah. So we'll see. But I want to go to Wednesday's game. I think it'd be great. You know, if you could sweep the Pirates, I think we'll be in a really good spot. Then we go to Cincinnati. We'll see what happens with them. I think if the Cubs win more, they'll be eventually out. So we'll see how the Giants do because they're only half a game out from the Mets. So we'll see because we have a 4-game series against Cincinnati from the 9/18 to 9/23.
Yep.
Then we go. We're at home, and for the end of the month, we're going to be at home for 2 series against the Mets and the Cardinals. So it's looking a lot better how it did than last year, because last year we were waiting on the last week. Are we going to get in? Are we not going to get in? So I was afraid that we're going to go down in the wild card spot, and we've been able to hold that spot, which is great. If for whatever reason the Mets are still in there, I hope to praise the MLB gods that we could sweep the Mets and then kill their season, and that's it. So
again, that Mets series is going to be huge.
Yeah,
they're trying to climb up and stay in the wild card.
Yeah,
no, Johnny, you're not the only one. There's other people here. They're just not commenting as much as you are, Johnny. Good to see you, Israel. It is. I totally forgot about. I've been so busy that it is Roberto Clemente today. Yeah. So again, for the Cubs, I'm happy that they came out of their slump. But I am not excited to see who they're going to face in the wild card because it's going to be a tough matchup no matter what. And then if they because this entire division has been playing 500 ball for the last 3 weeks.
Yep, absolutely.
No one wants it. No one wants it. So we'll see. I don't know where the Brewers at. Did they play today?
The Brewers are 91-59. So you're looking at this.
They got the Angels. They have the Angels coming up. Then they have the Cardinals. Then they have the Padres, and then they finish the season with the Cincinnati. They have an easy schedule.
Yeah. Well, the Brewers clinched their playoff pitch, right? So they clinched that, I believe, on Friday.
Yeah.
So Sorry, that sucks. But we're gonna see now. The Giants are a game and a half. Okay, I said half a game. Now they're a game and a half. The Reds could be out of it. They're 2.5 from the wild card from the Mets, and the Diamondbacks are 2 out. Diamondbacks came out sneaky. That's shocking to me. But yeah. So we'll see how this goes for this upcoming week. I mean, or weeks to come, literally. But if we keep playing how we're playing, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. I know Kyle Tucker has been on and off the field. His hitting has been still there, not there. He's there for a game. He's not there. So, I mean, I don't know. It's going to come down to whether we're going to keep him for after the season's over with, depending on what happens. But I know his stock is kind of mid or a little low, but I know he's going to shoot for that 500 million.
It's your benefit, because if his stock is low, it might be to your benefit. That price range is a little more affordable at that point.
And also, why would you want to move and get movers and pack up again? That's just a lot of work, man. Just stay here. Just stay here. Your family knows this place. You love it so much. Just stay here. Then you got to get movers, or your agent has to get movers. Like, it's a lot of work for you to do that. But on the plus side, I will say this. I think it's bad luck. And JC says I'm bad luck if I go to the games by myself. But if he comes with me, he has the luck of angels in the outfield, apparently. But I will say this. Anytime the Cubs celebrate someone, they lose that game.
Oh, when Sammy came.
Sammy and Derek Lee had their celebration, and then Rizzo retired, and they celebrated on Saturday, and that was the only game they lost. And I was like, man, why is this happening? Okay, I would like, yeah. So it was great to see Rizzo in the outfield. Great to see him there. Great to see him retire as a Cub. He played some years. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, so I'm just happy to see that Rizzo was there. He almost, huh?
I know he paid for everybody's beer, right? He bought like a round of beers.
Yeah, which is cool. And then he wanted to build snakes, and he having fun with the, people in the bleachers, and his family was there. So, but yeah, it was a game we should have won. It was 5-4. But it happened.
All the games right now are games that you should win. All right, it's simple as that. That Cubs team supposedly has that. See you, Johnny. That great offense, and it's just not there. You're not scoring your 9 runs a game, right? Someone changed his Wikipedia. That's awesome. I'm looking at the Colson Montgomery stats because they were asking about it. And someone changed his education to, it says South. I thought it said South Side, but it's Southbridge High School. Colson Montgomery's not going to win the Rookie of the Year. He's like 5th on that list. So for those people that were asking about that, go ahead.
I thought Johnny said he snubbed. Oh, he subbed. Okay. So I misread that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Johnny. But yeah, I'm just overall excited to see how this week goes. I'm positive and happy to see this team continue to win some games, and they have to beat Pittsburgh. They can beat Cincinnati. So when you go to the Mets, where it's like, okay, are you going to let them hang around? No. Just put them out of their misery. Just let's finish the week and the month out, because you only got 2 weeks left, and then it's October. So I'm in good vibes. I'm not freaking out. I feel great. I could sleep at night. I'm not, crying myself. I did rewash my Cubs comforter for good luck every 2 series. So it's been good. It's been good luck, JC. I've been doing well. I want to go to the game on Wednesday. Can I go? Do I have your blessing?
You have my blessing, because we're doing well right now, and these are teams we should be beating.
Right.
So, yeah, you have my permission, but I'm just letting you know, if we lose,
oh my God, I don't want to. Go ahead, continue.
You know what we're gonna say.
If they lose, you're buying a round of shots on Sunday.
All right, I'll do that. But you know what? I want to go Wednesday. Oh, okay, Israel. Thanks. I got your blessing. You know what? That matters. Okay, I'm good. Well, at least Israel won't give me crap. I know that for sure. If they lose on Wednesday, I want to go because they have a corduroy hat that says "Mental Health Matters," and it has the Cubs logo, and it's a nice blue one. It's a special ticketed one, so I found the cheapest ticket, which is the bleachers for $52. Because StubHub, they don't have that. Because I found one for $20, and they're like, no. So, but no, I want to go. I want to go Wednesday. At least go one more time before the season ends. Get my last goodbyes there before the doors close. Because I'm not going to a playoff game. That's for sure. But yeah, I want to say goodbye. Say bye to all the staff members. Shake their hands. Say see you next year. Be sure to pour me a free beer every time I come. And they won't. They definitely won't. No. But wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
JC, you have any takes on the Cubs?
I mean, losing our starter, that's not a very good thing right now. Hopefully it's something where he can be back for the wild card. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. As for that, with football season, I really haven't, and as well, I don't know if you guys can hear with my voice and everything. I've been a little under the weather the past week, so my attention has been more Bears and football rather than Cubs. So maybe I need to change that back because
yeah,
the Cubs are winning and the Bears look god awful. So I as a Chicago fan, gotta have something to look forward to. So maybe I need to focus back on our Cubbies.
I mean, it's not going to last that long, JC. So get on the train while it's here and hot, because I don't know what we're going to do in October. I mean, miracles could happen. We could watch Moneyball together, Mr. 3000, Angels in the Outfield. We could watch The Rookie. Anything to make
the game is the baseball movie for me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. If not, watch it. It's a great, Kevin Costner movie. And it kind of deals with his whole career and how to, where he decides to make a retirement decision and things of that nature. Little sappy on the, I don't need the whole romantic side of the story, but I thought it was a great baseball movie. Other than that,
PCA is a chance to be the 30 for 30 for this season. I hope he gets there. I'd love for him to do that. I think that'd be really awesome. I mean, this kid deserves it. I call him a kid, even though we're like the same age, And I would be happy for him.
Stop trying to make yourself younger.
I'm not that much older, but I'm the youngest one here. But yeah,
10 years older than PCA.
Yeah. Remain positive. I think this is going to be great. We'll see how it goes. It's better than the other team on the other side. It wouldn't be TCF podcast if I didn't do my normal shtick here. And
that's fine. You could try to shit on my team. We are going to get 60 wins.
Your team is.
I called at the beginning of the year. They're going to get 60 wins. They're at 57 wins.
All right. What does that cancel out if? You said it would cancel out.
Yeah, we would cancel out.
How about we buy each other a cheap T-shirt that is like, how they sell it?
Marshalls?
No. The ones that are outside the ballpark.
Yes.
Okay, well, we could do one of those if they cancel out. So at least one of us gets something.
Yeah, White Sox 57-93, 5-5 in their last 10. They just took it on the chin going against the Guardians. The Guardians always play them tough. They got shut out last week on Friday. Bigsby, I think, was pitching. It was a phenomenal game by the Guardians. But they're in the games. It's not like we're getting blown out. It is 4-1 right now with the Orioles. That's a game they should have won. But again, we don't have arms anymore. Everyone is either hurt or we don't have any bullpen. Our bullpen is complete trash, and it should be overhauled in the offseason.
I will say Colson Montgomery,
stud.
He's a stud. I will admit that guy's a stud. And
one of the hottest players since the All-Star game, and still 41. He's got 19. Is it 19 or 20 home runs? I think it was 20.
Yeah, I think for him coming as a rookie into the season, I think he did a great job. He looks great. He plays. He hits the ball well. I'm not gonna shit on him. I can't shit on him because he plays really well.
Yep. He is really yeah.
So I would say that's a good prospect to have. Luis Robert, he's not there. He's gone.
He's not coming back the rest of the season. I know he's on the bench and he's cheering on. But again, he comes from a culture of being on a team that was just a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
And he still has that loser stink on him.
You no quiero trabajar. It's okay. It's fine. I collect my money.
That's right.
You know?
So, I mean, they are going to pick up his option. I think it's a $20 million option for him to play. He can play defense when you're on the field, but he's not on the field as much. And that's why he has no trade value. So you'll see them shop him again in, next trade season. Yeah. What's going to happen is that, there's a lot of these kids that are coming up. We got 3 or 4 of the Crochet trade have already played for the White Sox, including
Luis Roberts. I think he's going to go to the Angels. So
that's where we're yeah.
Angels in the outfield.
Vaughn has cooled off. That he was hot for a while. He has cooled off.
It was a month and a half. He was hot.
Yeah, he was.
And I at the beginning when he was doing well, I was really happy. But then it started affecting the Cubs, and then I'm like, I hate this guy. I'm like, I hate this guy. But I don't hate him. I just hate that he was doing well, which, it is what it is. But I did like he was doing well because he left a team and went to something better for himself.
I think the White Sox are set up for success. You've seen the huge improvement. What they win 24 games last season or whatever.
Yeah.
To now to win 60 or maybe 61. That's a huge jump. If you think about it, like if your team won 60 and then they improve by 25 games, all right, cool. Now we might be in the mix in the playoffs, right? Not that the Sox will be in the playoffs next year. Relax. 2030 is when I'm seeing this team be at full strength. But you got, again, your shortstop is going to be a centerpiece, a pillar going forward, Colson Montgomery. Then you got Chase Mydroff. Small little guy is showing a little bit of pop now. He's got a couple home runs on last week. First base is an issue. What are they going to do with first base? You can't continue to play Vargas there. We have like 6 third basemen. Our outfield, Benintendi, he's apparently now he wants to play and he's starting to hit. And I'm like, you should have been traded like 2 years ago or never been signed. You and your $75 million.
Ezra, they swept the Twins because the Twins got rid of so many players after the All-Star break.
Yeah, they had literally a double-A team on the field.
Yeah, and I blame the owners for the Twinkies, because they had talent and then they just blew it up. But I blamed a lot for the owners because they're
trying to sell the team and they're in debt, so they had to get rid of all the payroll. So by doing that, you're gonna have the kids play. Your minor leagues player. Okay, great. I mean, it's not like going to Rate Field and people still go and buy hot dogs because it's cheap. I mean, the hot dogs are phenomenal. All right.
I'm not saying they aren't. I'm saying they're great, especially the one in that corner outside the field. That one's fantastic. I think that's better than Gene and Jude's, honestly. And I grew up on Gene and Jude's hot dogs. And I like that other spot. That's number one. And I don't go that far up south side unless I'm with this guy right here to my left. Mm-hmm. And my uncle, because he's a White Sox fan. But I do like Gene and Jude's, but that hot dogs, I don't know what it is. I think it's just good hot dogs.
It's good hot dogs.
But up and coming for the White Sox. So I hate saying it. My mouth is burning saying it.
Mm-hmm. We got some pieces. I don't know what they're gonna do with Tachman. I don't think
he's a great player. He's consistent.
Agreed, but he's a piece for someone else that needs to win.
Right.
Why are we wasting his talent here? You should
absolutely, and I agree with that. He's a great defensive player.
Yeah.
So
Sosa, has come out of nowhere. He's got 20 home runs, batting 263, 60 yard. Yeah. I've always seen him as a utility player, and now he's got pop. What happened to the milkshake? It's still there.
It's still there. They added a new flavor too. It's a birthday cake.
Yeah, they have birthday cake and they have the s'mores one. Yeah, they have both. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, obviously we do have a plethora of catchers, that are going to do very well for us. maybe they learn how to play first. One of them learns how to play first base, so that way you have a catcher, first baseman, and a DH, and you have all three of them and can use their their bat the entire time. Again, Dominic Fletcher, we'll see what happens with that. Michael Taylor is just a veteran. He should be gone. Curtis Mead they're giving him a shot at third base. That was part of that deal for the pitcher that went to Tampa. But right now, they shut down the pitchers, are good pitchers that are in the minor leagues. They've been shut down for the season, so that way next year they can be on the. Why not have coconut? I don't know.
I don't like coconut.
I love coconut.
Oh, okay.
I love coconut. Yeah.
Yeah, you Islander.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. The White Sox are going to play the Orioles for 2 more games after this. Their last homestand looks like it is against the Padres this next weekend, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. So that'll be the last games there. Then they go to New York and probably they're gonna get pounded.
I don't think they're gonna get it there. I think it's gonna be like 59 wins. They're like literally right there because San Diego's great. You're playing the Yankees and they need to keep up. I don't know. I might get that cusp, man.
I just again, if they can beat the Orioles in the next 2 games and secure it, let's do that.
I'm going to be the biggest Orioles fan this week.
Yeah, I need 3 games, and I know against the Yankees ain't going to be one of those. So maybe 1 against the Nationals, 1 against the Padres, and 1 against the Orioles, and I'm exactly at 60.
I will say this. I don't know if he's still on the team, but the Orioles have a pitcher named Batista, spelled exactly like me. My father would be very proud of him.
Instead of you?
Instead of me. And I sent him a photo of that. It's like, this is the son you wanted, right? And he goes, ? And I was like, okay, I'm not going to continue with this conversation. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I have high hopes. I looked at the schedule. Oh, man, this is going to be a nail biter. I hope it is. I hope it's a nail biter.
It's going down to the wire. Yeah, I hope it doesn't come down to the last game. I really don't.
I do. And I've been so right on this podcast every single year. I need a trophy. I need a trophy made.
I don't want it because it's also the day of the Bears game. It's a Sunday. I want to be watching both disappointments on one day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think we are good for today. Let's see. We'll see what our comments are here. I'm not sure they can beat the Nationals. The Nationals beat the Cubs 2 out of 3. Yeah. So what? And then we swept the Tampa Bay, and the Cubs struggled against Tampa Bay.
No, we took 2 out of 3. You swept them. Cool.
You struggled.
It's baseball. It's okay. It's fine.
Now it's baseball. When the White Sox do it,
it was just luck. It didn't matter. They were all hung over the day before, partying. So it's fine.
All right. We're not gonna do any wrestling today. JC is, Oh, you want to do wrestling?
No, go ahead. Talk to
we had a whole conversation, Monday night at the Vikings Bears game that we had to discuss something, and then
go ahead.
We never discussed it. So
John Cena.
No.
AJ
AJ Lee coming back after 10 years of not being in the company.
It was phenomenal. I was there. That was a huge pop. I don't remember. I mean, the only other pop as loud as that, in my opinion, was Jericho when he debuted against The Rock. And, they had the counter, they had the Y2K counter. And then he comes out with the explosions. Smoke clears, lights turn on, and it's Jericho. And you're like, no way. The guy from WCW, no way. So for real, I think that was one of the biggest pops. The CM Punk coming back a year or 2 ago at the Survivor Series, huge pop. But AJ Lee, everybody loves AJ Lee.
Well, I mean, like I said,
you should know her. She writes comic books.
Yeah, but we'll see what she can still do in the ring. I mean, it's been a while.
She was great. She was great on the mic last week.
I'm talking.
What's her name?
Physical
Lee.
I'm talking physical performance in the ring.
She is a phenomenal shape.
Oh, I'll definitely watch her. Okay, I'll definitely watch her.
She's watching wrestling now. Look at him.
I'll
That
only watch the
carries-
female fights. I won't be watching the guys then.
Those have been one of the best ones so far. The female fights have been really good.
I'm going to be honest, even like the women's division is probably better than the men's right now.
It sure is. With Stephanie Vaquer, and you got Rhea Ripley.
I'm going to see what comic book she writes because I'm definitely going to subscribe.
Yeah, it was great. I got to go with one of my college buddies from Harold, Washington. We've been going to wrestling for, I don't know, since we met in college. So we're good 10, 15 years.
Damn, JC.
No.
Look, we're working. JC is working on some things on the side. We'll see what happens. He may have more time in the evenings.
Hey, I hope it's the things that I'm talking about, like this kind of side things, not this on the TV.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm gonna act like I don't even know what you're talking about here. Back to it. Yeah, I mean, look, I Jose has his people that he goes and watches wrestling with. That's fine. I'm a casual fan. Like I said, I'm not. Like I said, I don't have Netflix and all this to be watching, everything. So it's one of those where, you watch some stuff, and then as for the whole John Cena thing, he's going to be going against Brock Lesnar. Is it this weekend?
Next weekend coming up, I believe the what is that? WrestlePalooza.
WrestlePalooza.
That's such a crappy name and a crappy logo that they came up with.
Yeah, John Cena has a Peacemaker and Fortnite skin now. So,
I need to watch.
It's fantastic, and I love it. I've seen all four. Yeah, I'm throwing that in there. It's tied in with wrestling, but this season is like one of my favorites. I like the first one. The second one's great. This is a multiverse kind of one, but it also is a good storyline where it ties in. There's a little mention of what happened in the summer that we saw in theaters. So I like John Cena.
Yeah, you can't see him.
I like Ron Cena.
Oh, that was great. I was watching that before we got on air where R-Truth came out, and I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna get so whooped by Brock Lesnar. And
they're bringing Ron Cena back into it, and it's one of those where it's like, we will see where it leads to, whether or not maybe one of Cena's last matches is a tag match.
Is Johnny ASMR voices of Caleb Williams? Is that what it is? You're sleeping and you're listening to Caleb talk?
What are you talking about?
Well, because it's Johnny ASMR, and ASMR is a noise that you hear, and he's got Caleb, so I'm assuming it's Caleb saying hike, and I'm just going off of that.
It's the soothing sound of Caleb getting his nails painted.
No, I don't even I don't care about that. I just care about winning.
If you're a football fan, a real football fan, you don't care what's on their damn nails. Again, WrestlePalooza, you're gonna have Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Again, he doesn't have the title anymore, so we've been talking about who is gonna be his last match, and we got it blew up. We did about over 1,000 views on a couple of these videos about what we're talking about John Cena's last match. We don't know what it's gonna be right now. If you watch his last matches, he's doing tributes to other wrestlers that he wish he can wrestle or doesn't have the time. Like he did a spear on Friday when I was there. He also did a couple other moves from other wrestlers. He is paying homage to people that he wrestled, and it's great because John Cena is just known for having his 5 moves of doom because he's just so stiff. But I've seen him walking, in videos where he's walking in New York or whatever. And he does not look right. He looks like an old man trying to walk.
Yeah, I was watching some YouTube thing of like him walking into the ring and like he's hunched over, and yeah, it looks pretty bad. I mean, it like a senior citizen with a walker kind of like hunched to the back. And I mean, 23 years of taking bumps and hits in the wrestling business, especially the way that guy used to work out. I mean, a lot of it is going to take a toll on your body, and
Yeah, and he said it. He's like, I just can't. My body just can't take it anymore. And it's good that he's able to transition and have a career in film and shows. But he paid the price.
oh, and listen, you look at all these wrestlers that go to these signing events, and after their careers are over,
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's a sad thing to watch where they're walking like they're cripples, and it's a sad thing, and you don't want to see any of these guys end up like that. So, listen, I know rings have been a certain way for 50, 60 years, but come on, guys, like there's got to be some sort of technology you could put into a ring where it's not just a 2x4 or a plywood wrestling match with a basically a drape over it. Like we got to be able to add in some sort of spring system or some sort of give.
It's just wooden planks, man. It's just wooden planks. Like a 1-inch foam, and then
What's up, Crooked Commish? Welcome.
Welcome, Cricket. Yeah, you missed the whole bear section. So
you're gonna have to listen back to the podcast because I was not very kind.
Nope, JC went off today, so go back and watch the beginning. So again, I'm excited. Wrestling's pretty good right now. What I'm not excited about is how much prices have increased. I think it's over 375% on how much ticket prices has increased, especially for pay-per-views or PLEs as they call them now. You can't take a family to a pay-per-view anymore because it's $1,000 just to get into the door. God forbid. And I was talking to, I forget who I was talking to this weekend, talking about going to WrestleMania. So I'm like, I've been to 3, and each time my ticket was under $300, and I sat in the 200 section.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I know, like they're trying to.
I wouldn't pay to go to the Super Bowl
because I know I was reading something this week about like TKO. They're trying to price them as if like they're UFC fights and all this stuff. And it's one of those, like, I understand, like it's like anything else. Like, all these musicians tickets now are going for huge money because all the secondary market and everything else, all these people thought like, oh, there's money on the table that's being left, and all this other stuff. And I understand, like, you sell a ticket for $80 and then you're sitting there watching somebody sell the ticket for $350 on TickPick or all these other platforms, right? And they're increasing it 4 times X, and these people are selling their tickets. Now all of a sudden, Live Nation, they're like, well, forget you. We're going to sell our tickets at a quote unquote, what do they call it? Like a lightning price or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, I tried to buy tickets to see Dave Chappelle one time. Tickets were $300 for the nosebleeds of the United Center. I tried getting tickets to see Paul McCartney because it's his last show here in Chicago. And unfortunately the tickets were $1,000 per ticket to see Paul McCartney. And I've seen Paul McCartney before. It's a great show. But at the end of the day, you sit there and go, I love Paul McCartney. I love the Beatles. But not $1,000.
Not $1,000.
He's not taking the money with him. So I would not go see it.
No, but it's not even him. Like it's Live Nation. It's Ticketmaster.
Unless you have your own platform, I think Taylor Swift does that, where she sells her own tickets. She stopped going through everybody, and she's doing it because she's getting scalped.
And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of other, production. Like you don't have to go through Live Nation, and again, I'm not trying to trash Live Nation, but there's plenty of issues with other platforms and different things. Between TickPick and StubHub and all that stuff, if you don't have a pre-sale code for a lot of these shows nowadays, you are paying an exorbitant amount of money to go see anyone. And to me, it's one of those where it's like, I understand that, this is not back in the 1990s where like going to a concert was $25. But I mean, to pay even like $60 now for, some of these shows, it's just crazy. So, again, wrestling for, and again, I understand they are now owned by TKO, which is a business, and they want to make their profits. And frankly, as after a couple articles came out about how much money TKO was losing.
Yep.
I mean, I can understand why they want to raise prices and make their money. However, it needs to be done in a much better way.
And again, there was that article that came out about this, and then they're like, "Oh, we're not Vince McMahon," and they're like, "Well, Vince McMahon was pricing it for families."
Yeah.
At the end of the day, whether you agree with the product they was putting out, it was priced for a family. You could have, for $200, it could have been a family of 4 going to a regular wrestling event. Obviously, pay-per-views are more expensive. But if I'm telling you, and I know Steve B is like, "Oh, it's a lot of money." I was sitting in Atlanta, in the Atlanta stadium, and then in New Orleans, I was right underneath the box, the suites where all the wrestlers were. So my box was hanging over this way, and they were behind me. I can almost like reach out and touch them. That's how close I was to them. And I was still very close to the ring, and I was able to see everything, see the entrance. I have really good pictures. I think one of them was 280. Can't remember which city was. What I spent on a flight, more than that. A flight to what?
The memory was priceless.
Huh?
Yeah, the memory was priceless.
Oh, definitely, it is.
Mhm.
But I cannot afford to go to another WrestleMania anymore, especially now that it's 2 nights, and they want you to pay $1,000 a night for a crappy seat because they do humongous stadiums now. It's not worth it. It's definitely not working. I heard somewhere that greed is good. I'm starting to question that. Yeah. Hey,
Save your money. Stay at home. Watch it at home.
Yeah. Well,
you can't even do that because now everything is, you got to pay for Netflix. You got to pay for ESPN.
I mean, if it's pay-per-view, it's what, $80?
No, it's no longer. It's part of your subscription now. They've been doing it for a while. Where it's part
okay, because UFC, it's $80 on pay-per-view. Unless that changed.
I am probably
within a year.
I never paid for a UFC in my life. And then this is the biggest reason that WrestleMania in 2 years is going to be in Saudi Arabia, because just like the Super Bowl,
they have a lot of money.
You have to bid for it and buy it.
No, I think it's because they have a lot of money.
Oh yeah, and that's why they have to go there 2 or 3 times a year. Besides this, this WrestleMania that's happening, but they go there 2 to 3 times a year and do a PLE there because of the money. You should see the pictures of the press conference that none of the wrestlers have a smile on their face.
I wouldn't blame them. It's dangerous.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's like anything else. The UAE, which I mean, they have a ton of money, like you said, and you look at like even the PGA versus the Live Golf Tour.
Yeah, Live Golf, yeah.
I mean, money talks, and
they started their own boxing organization, so they're doing everything.
Okay, we got to figure out how to do our own stuff for in the podcast world.
Try.
We ask, our favorite internet source, see if that generates any ideas.
Yeah.
So.
All right, boys. I think I am done. Are we done?
Yeah, JC's got to get some rest. You're exhausted, and I have not drank all weekend because I was working outside. So I need to catch up on, some things. Send you guys some late night DMs. Where are you?
Johnny, I'll dig up those WrestleMania pictures.
Post them.
Young whippersnapper.
Young man.
Oh, I was young.
Que rico.
No gray hairs at all.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right, y'all. That's it for today. Thank you for JC, to Stevie B for joining. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting us at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue. 2 more games there. Thank you to our listeners, our watchers, our subscribers for sticking with us, supporting it through 266 episodes. It's probably more than that, but thank you anyways. To our sponsor, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans. Check us out on our socials. I dropped those earlier. For Stevie B and JC, I am Big Z, and we'll see you next time, which is Sunday.
Sunday. And then Monday again, but then mostly Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Skip church. Come see us at Output.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Come, that's what we call it, church.
Yeah.
All right.
Take me to church. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, y'all. We'll see you. Take care of each other for the love of sports.